Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Dan the Man coming at you from the 60s Rule channel. And yeah, we got our first update over here on the Rust Bucket group build, hosted by this cool dude over here, Marcelo. And I want to thank Marcelo for hosting this. This is my third year participating in it. And I had a blast the last 2 years. We just love our Rust, man. And if he happens to host it next year, I'll participate. As long as he keeps hosting it, I'll keep joining in, man. It's a lot of fun, man. And you know something? You do these builds here, but the fun part is you never know how they're going to turn out, you just use all your different techniques, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to do any of this work, man. It's so easy to do, What I usually do is I buy all these kits, at the model car shows for $5, and they're a lot of fun to do. You could buy a few of them, pick some up, and practice on them. There's different techniques you can use. You can use the acrylics, you can use the rusting, the salting technique, and there's a lot of different ways you can go about it. But let's move Marcelo out of the way over here, and I'll show you what I got going on over here. Um, I bought this ambulance, like I said, at a model car show for $5. Uh, it's seen better days, but I said this would be a good candidate for this Rust Bucket group build. So this was actually white, and someone painted this all red, but you can see that we got the first stages of rust on here, and I'm not going to use the salting technique. I'm using the acrylic, stippling technique, but it's a lot of fun, guys. You could probably knock this out in a few days, It's not that hard at all. And you can see we got the chassis over there too. This chassis was painted black, but you can see we got the, like I said, the first stages. We're using all the dark colors. And I'm using this chalk paint over here. And I think I bought this at Michael's. Yeah, it's Waverly chalk paint. It's really thick and heavy. And this is great for this application, because you want some texture, in your you're trying to simulate rust. So what I did was, you could see my little palette over here. We mixed up some colors, and we got the that dark brown color over there, and then we got the red, and then oh no, that's orange. This was the orange over here, and then we started out with just the that dark. Almost looks like a burnt umber, and that's what we did. That was our initial color over here. We started with the dark umber, and then we started blending, mixing the red with the brown, and then the brown with the orange, and you come up with different shades of rust, and you can see that's what we did here. And how I applied that, this is like a makeup brush. I got a couple of these. This is great. It's got a soft tip on it, but it's it holds up well. It's great for, like, you do that stippling technique, and then you drag it and you stipple a little, and you just blend it in, and the best tool you got, guys, is your finger. And believe it or not, yeah, don't be afraid to use your finger. And you can see over here on the side there, someone put a decal on it, but they clear coated it. So what I did was, before I started rusting it, I took these Scotch-Brite pads, and we roughed up the lettering a little bit, so you can, it's going to be all rusted up. Like I said, this is the first stage, but you could still, you'll be able to read it barely, but you'll be able to read what was on the side of the vehicle over here. Then also, to chip out the letters a little bit, I used the old toothpick trick over here and just scratched up some of the letters. Same thing on this side over here, same deal. And then there's a cross in the back over there. So this, like I said, this is the first stage, and we did the interior. You're not going to see most of this anyway, so I just hit it with the dark brown over here. See some of the wood grain that's molded into the plastic. And we did the seats too, the steering wheel. Like I said, you're not going to see much of the back. You'll see the little bit of the interior. And we did the grill too. So that's going to sit on there like that. And then the body's going to go on here like that. And this is what we got so far. Like I said, this is the first stage over here. And what I'm going to do next we're gonna hit it with these other colors here. We got this Badger rust over here. This is thinned out, and then we got model mission model paints. We got standard rust and light rust. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our thin brush like that, and we're going to, okay, there goes the chassis. We're just gonna do a chipping effect. We're gonna take the dark color and we're just gonna put little chips wherever you want them, and then let it dry a little bit, and then we're gonna take the lighter rust, and then right from that chip, we're gonna drag it down like that. That's all we're gonna do, guys. That's it. You can see over here, always drag your paint, your rust colors down on the side of the vehicle, because when it rains out, you know, it blends in all that, you know, on a real vehicle, you know, rust will always flow downwards like that, and you get all stains and streaks like that. So always go down. And the top, I guess it really doesn't matter. You know, look at photographs of rusted vehicles. You know, that's they're very helpful. You know, so we're going to do that. That's going to be stage 2. And then stage 3, we got these powders over here, right? I've had these a long time. We're going to start out with the black, and then we're going to do the, we got the dark rust, the medium rust, and then we got the light rust. And how we're going to apply those, we're just going to take these little cotton buds over here. They're really tightly wound cotton. Got this on Amazon. You can, I don't know the name of the product, but you buy them on Amazon. You get like 800 of these in a package. I don't know, it's like $8 or something. Well worth it, you know. It's great for actually painting, applying glue, whatever. So we're going to take our, you know, those rusting powders over there, and we're going to blend in some of these other colors, you know, wherever you want, you know. And this vehicle, I didn't put any rust holes in it because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a small diorama, probably the size of this paper towel here. And we're going to say that, you know, what is this, a 36, 37 panel van? You know, it got used for 10 years and they had no more use for it. They parked it behind the ambulance court, and I'm going to make a little brick wall over here, and I'll probably put the lettering on there, says Public Health Ambulance Corps on it. And they just let it sit there for 50 years, just sitting there, letting nature take its course, you know. So that's where I'm going. That's the direction, yeah, we're going with this thing. So we're having a lot of fun, man. This is, I tell you guys, you never rusted a vehicle out. Just give it a shot, man. You know, all acrylics, there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's your way. Build it the way you want it. Rust it up the way you want it. Minimal amount of rust, tons of rust, totally junked out, whatever you want. It's a lot of fun. And guys, I'm not going to make a rusting tutorial. There's probably 1,000 tutorials out there on how to do rust. If you want to know how to do rust, go to this guy's channel, man, Mars Garage. He's got about 3 or 4. And I'm telling you, he's the rusting guru, man. So definitely go check him out, all right? All right, guys and gals, that's all I got for you today. And remember, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Guys, take care, be safe, and keep on building.